All right, happy Friday, guys. Got the double espresso on deck. How could I not? As the market right now is a mixed bag. The Russell's down, the Dow's down, but the S&P and the Nasdaq, they're in the green. So cheers to that, guys, and cheers to the snowstorm we're about to get. I don't know where you guys are at, but here, in the East Coast, on the East Coast, we're about to get hit. I'm in New Jersey, and we're expecting like 10 to 15 inches of snow. I think I was reading a couple days ago 19 to 23 inches. I mean, come on. We're not are we going to get 19 to 23 inches? I highly doubt it. But I think this is the biggest snowstorm we've had since 2016 coming here. And of course, if you guys are in Canada or freaking, in a mountainous region in the US or Utah or whatever, Colorado, you're probably like, oh, Stas, that's nothing. But here, it's a lot of snow. And I remember last time it snowed, I lived in Philly 10 years ago, and it was insane. No cars could go anywhere. I mean, it was like 20 inches of snow, 25 inches of snow. It was fun. I mean, good times, man, good times. But anyway, regardless, man, get ready for that snow if you're on the East Coast. I know I am. And let's talk some stocks, man. Let's talk about what's going on here. If you guys find value, hit the like button, subscribe, join the Patreon for my portfolio updates and Discord. That is linked down below. And now let's get into it. So SoFi is still getting rejected at these moving averages. What else is new? We're down over 0.25% today. Not that bad, as it is about noon on the East Coast. So we're pretty much at break even on the day here on SoFi. But what I'm not liking is the fact that we're failing to break through the highs as of now from yesterday, right? Yesterday, we hit about 26.30. And yesterday, we took out the highs from the previous day and the day before that. So we were on a nice run, but now it looks like we're trying to break back through $26, but clearly the bears are gaining a little bit of steam here as we're taking out the lows from yesterday. We're failing as of now to break through the highs from yesterday, so keep that in mind. And coming back here on the 1 hour chart, you can see clearly we're still still trading under that 180 SMA. We got rejected at that point today and yesterday, so that needs to break. My alert set at 26.50, 27 a share as well, and that needs to break, and it's probably not going to happen today, guys. Sorry to break it to you, and at this point, I think SoFi is waiting for earnings before it makes any kind of move. We have earnings coming up on the 30th, so not today, obviously, a Friday, but next Friday, we're getting their earnings, so that's exciting. And again, I think the stock's going to be in limbo at this point until earnings based on the price action here. And it's the same story, right? Head and shoulders on the 4 hour chart. We have also a descending triangle playing out here on SoFi in the very short term. It's holding on by a thread at about 25 a share. We popped off of it yesterday, the day before, which is good, but we're not fully breaking out. So we're in limbo. We're in limbo. What direction do we pick? Does this descending triangle play out? Do we fall through 25? Do we go down to 23.50, $20 a share? Those are the gaps to the downside. Or do we end up ripping through $26.50, $27 and start to break out? I don't think that's going to happen until earnings, quite frankly, at this point. There's no way SoFi breaks out until we get earnings, a catalyst, guidance, something like that. So that's a quick rundown on SoFi right now, guys, as of today. And let me show you now the overall stock market before I talk about a trade that I just took today, and I'm already up about 4% on it as of this video. So SPY is up about 0.1%. Nothing much. It looks like here we're trading near the top of the channel on the 4 hour time frame, which we called it out. We called this dip out, not to toot my own horn, but we were shouting out at the top of our lungs at 675 on SPY. Looked good on the charts. We were talking about it, and now we're pushing 690, and I think 690 to 695 is going to be a sticking point in the short term. But once we rip through that, maybe after earnings from big tech, this could gain some momentum through 700, I think, at least. So SPY is interesting here in breakout territory, no doubt. Same with QQQ. Look, QQQ is now at 623. We're breaking through these moving averages on the 4-hour chart. Now we're approaching that 630 resistance, 625, 630, which no doubt has been a sticking point for a couple months now, really 2 months. And I think we're going to break through that, break through the wedge, and this thing's going to go ballistic. I think that's coming pretty soon here. And that's why I'm still invested heavily in AI stocks, tech stocks in general. Got some big tech stocks, got, some mid cap. And I think the space is going to do well in 2026. And I think we're setting up for it right now. We just have to be patient and wait for the actual breakout. So that is what's going on SPY and QQQ. The Russell's taking a dip, but I don't really give a crap considering small caps have done so well this year. So it's like, all right, the Russell is down 1.25%, but it literally hit all-time highs yesterday. So it's like, okay, who gives a crap, right? So Russell cooling off, rightfully so. And the Dow, same thing. Dow just hit all-time highs about a week ago. It was flirting with all-time highs yesterday. So clearly this pullback's needed. We're seeing a healthy drop here in the Dow. So yeah, I mean, at this point, this is nothing too crazy. I would say a pretty good Friday so far, especially for big tech, which has been in need of a rebound, right? Especially Microsoft. Microsoft today is up over 4%. And no, that's not the trade that I took, but it's up over 4%. Into earnings, I think they're on Tuesday, or not Tuesday, Wednesday maybe. Yeah, Wednesday after the bell, we're getting Microsoft's earnings. So get ready, man. Big tech is coming up. And you have to realize some of these big tech names are beaten up into earnings, especially Microsoft. This is the main one that's beaten up into earnings. And I think if they surprise, guidance comes in hot, this could be a runner. And a lot of the reason why they've been downtrending has to do with OpenAI. That's the way I'm looking at it, right? OpenAI, a lot of people are worried about them having too much debt. They're going to go public soon here. And Microsoft obviously has a stake in OpenAI. And Microsoft's been a way that you can play OpenAI via the public markets. And it hasn't been so pretty for OpenAI over the last couple of months. At least that's what we can, speculate, right? Not that they're going to be in trouble or anything, but people are thinking they have too much debt, this, that, the third. We're not going to get into that in this video, but yeah, that's been a drag on Microsoft, I would say. And the trade that I took today, and again, it's good to see Microsoft up on the day here. The trade that I took is in Coherent, ticker symbol COHR, which I saw this pullback down to 190 this morning, and I instantly bought the dip. Literally, I instantly bought shares at $190 a share, and now we're at 198. Talk about a beautiful rebound, and I'm considering locking in the profits here heading into the weekend. Like I said, up a little bit. Up, I think 4-ish% on the position right now, a little bit higher than that actually, about 4.5%. So Coherent, I think, is going to make a move past 200 through 200, but I don't know if that's going to happen today. But I think coming into next week, I think we do make that move. But again, I'm on the fence. Should I hold it through the weekend, right? That's what I'm thinking in my head, or take the profit here. It kind of depends on where it closes, or not where it closes, but where it heads towards close. Right now, we're above $198, $199 a share, and that's kind of where we struggle to break through all throughout December into the new year. So for a month, we had resistance at $198. Obviously, we broke through it. We hit 213 yesterday, it looks like. Yeah, yesterday. Then we saw a pull down of this morning, like I said, 190. I bought that dip. Now we're back to 198. So if we actually push through 200 heading into close, that would actually lead me to maybe hold through the weekend, because that'd be a good sign that we're taking that old resistance out, we're holding it as support again, and overall 200 is a sticking point in the short term, but I think there's a decent chance we run through it. Either way, I'm in Coherent right now for a trade, and who knows, maybe it turns into a longer position here depending on the price action. I actually like the fundamentals as well of this company. Maybe I'll do a deeper dive in another video, but yeah, the charts are looking pretty good for more upside here. Again, the fundamentals are strong from what I've seen so far, just starting to, dive into the company a bit more in recent weeks. So yeah, I've been eyeing it up, and I saw the dip this morning and I took advantage of it. And again, I'm up a little bit. And at this point, I might let it ride. I'm leaning towards letting it ride, but I'll keep you guys updated, of course, in the Patreon. If you guys are in the Patreon, shameless plug, I post all my portfolio updates, right? All my trades, all my investments. We're posting multiple updates a week, and there's a private Discord. If you want to, be a part of that, we talk about the moves I make, chart ideas throughout the week, right? We chat in there with the members. Check it out. If you guys are interested, link down below, pinned in the comments as well, or go to stassurfest.com/Patreon. And this move's being made here, even though it's down 2%. The rebound off 190 to 198 on Coherent is being made as we're heading into earnings on, I think, the 4th of February. Coming up, guys. It's coming up. So I'm going to wrap the video up here. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Again, hit the like button, subscribe, do all that. It helps me out in the algorithm. I appreciate you all. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And with that being said, cheers. I'll see you all in the next video.